think this is a little tilted. I'm sorry if this drives anyone crazy. Let's see. Okay. Better? Hey y'all, it's JB. A lot of you have probably noticed that I've been on like a semi-break for a couple months now. I've been just publishing compilations and like alternate or extended versions of videos. It was a planned break. I had put out a community post at the beginning, but I know not everyone sees those. So over time, especially the past couple weeks or so, I've started to see some questions pop up with some people asking what's going on or where I am, and usually some people who are nice and helpful enough to let them know. So yeah, I just wanted to try and do a fairly quick update about what's going on in my life right now, since it seems that there's a good chunk of you that are not aware of my situation. Heads up that I am going to be talking about terminal illness and the death of a family member. My mother passed in mid-June after living with terminal illness for quite a while. We were very, very lucky that we got to have her around for much longer than people usually get after they're diagnosed. But the last few months leading up to her passing in June were kind of a really difficult, steady decline, and I'm not going to get into it too much. Those of you who've been through it know how hard it is. She was a pretty private person and would not have been comfortable with me talking about this publicly while she was still around, so I didn't. I'm not sure how she would feel about it now, so again, I'm not going to get into too much detail. All that to say that the year or so leading up to her death was pretty hard. There was a lot of back and forth where there would be kind of like decline and recovery, and we'd be relieved, and then, later another decline, and then another bounce back. And for those of you who have been through that with terminally ill loved ones, you are obviously incredibly relieved every time they make a bounce back and you get to have them around for a little bit longer. But it's hard because they're suffering, and just kind of that back and forth. It's well, obviously no one's suffering nearly as much as the person who's dying. I guess I'm just trying to express that the year leading up to it or so took a pretty big toll on me. I'm doing all right. I have pretty good support. I have a great therapist, and I am incredibly lucky to be in a position where I could take kind of a semi-sabbatical for a couple months. I know not many people have that option when someone they love dies. I do have another close family member I love very much who is currently in the late stages of the same thing my mom died from. It's a condition called idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. There are, I think, 5 people on my mom's side of the family who've been diagnosed with it. Most of them have passed at this point. It is terminal. Clearly, it has a genetic factor of some kind for us. I'm not trying to make anyone worry for me. It is something where if it does turn up for me, I very likely have a good 20 years at least before it pops up. So that's not an immediate concern. I am more just going through the process of learning what this world is and who I am without her here, and also bracing myself for knowing that I'm going to be losing someone else I love a lot. I don't have a lot to say other than that. Usually I make these updates and I just kind of ramble forever and they're tough to edit. But all that stuff aside, it was just important to me that I take a break to kind of just process and be with my kids and, try not to fall apart. And being able to take this break has been really helpful for that. So I am so thankful to everyone who's continued to watch my videos, even though they're all kind of re-releases. So thank you. I am hoping to start back up again with new videos in mid-September. In late September, I think, I forget the exact date, but we are coming up on the 10-year anniversary of this channel, which is wild. I feel like I should do something big for it. I don't know if I have it in me right now, but one way or another, it feels important to me to be on here actively making videos with you when that anniversary comes around. So things have been hard, and I have had a lot to work through. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot to work through for a long time coming. But I'm going to be okay. I'm very lucky to have the job that I have. Thank you all. I'm lucky I have the support that I have. I'm lucky to have found a therapist that I really connect with some months back. I am lucky in countless ways, and I don't want y'all to worry about me. I'm going to be okay. Just been kind of going through a long, difficult time, but I'll be all right. I miss y'all. I'm looking forward to coming back and making some fun videos. I've probably got about 2 more compilations before I start up with the new videos, but filming is something that I'm just now starting to actively think about and figure out. So I should be back soon. Thank you for being here. This channel and you all have been such a huge part of my life over the past almost 10 years now. It is impossible to imagine what the last decade of my life would have been without you. So that's giving me a lot to think about. And I guess that's it. I have a lot of things to think about right now in life and not a lot to say. So thank you. I miss you. I hope you're well. Thank you especially to everyone who has continued to view my videos while I've been away, who have left comments on videos. Your engagement, liking, leaving comments, that really does help the performance of the video, so I really appreciate it. There have been a few people checking in on social media. There have been a few people who have sent gifts via PayPal or my Throne wish list, which has been so kind. Some of you have been really generous. Thank you, thank you. And that's it, I think. I miss you. I'm looking forward to being back with you soon, and I do really hope that you're all well. See you soon.